Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dian Ayu Atrunada. My student number 18101028. Well, in this video, I would like to present about language variety and dialect. Okay, the first one is codes. What is codes? In sociolinguistics, multilingual or multilingual people will make a language choice that called codes. There are two types of codes. The first is code switching, and the second is code mixing. Okay, the first one is code switching. What is the definitions of code switching? Code switching is the phenomenon when there are two or more languages that exist in the community and speaker frequently switch from one language to another language. For example, aku suka sekali beli makanan because I like it, because I like to eat, like that. That is the example from code switching. Okay, next, code mixing. What is the definitions of code mixing? Code mixing is it happens when speaker mix between mother language to another language. For example, I don't really happy karena aku orangnya working hard banget ya, like that. Another example, aku suka sekali sama dia because he is so handsome, like that. The example can be Sasak Lombok Utara and Sasak Lombok Tengah. Those are two varieties of Sasak language with a similar distributions. Okay, here I take, for example, is Sasak language because in Lombok they use Sasak language, but the Sasak language is different. Lombok Utara and Lombok Tengah are different language, but they always speak by Sasak language. Okay, now we're going to explain about language variety. The term linguistics variations, or simply variations, refers to regional, social, or contextual differences in the ways that a particular language is used. The way language is changed due to the factors like age, group, situations, region, education. Okay, now we're going to dialect. What is the definitions of dialect? Dialect is a variety of regional or social language that are differentiated by pronunciations, grammar, and vocabulary. The term dialect is often used to describe a way of speaking that differs from a variety of standard language. There are two types of dialect. The first one is regional dialect. Regional dialect is variety associated with the geographical location in which it is used, as in differences in pronunciations, in the choice and form of the word. Okay, the second dialect is social dialect. Social dialect is a variation of language in individuals, community, or group where it is affected by social factors such as education, age, race, gender, and social class. Okay, now we see the example of dialect in Sasak language. The first is regional dialect. The differences between Praia City and Jongat village. For example, when you want to say how to do this task, The pria said, "Berembeh tentang tegawe tugas ni," and then the jonggat said, "Berembeh tentang tegawe tugas ya." Okay, let's see the difference of pria and jonggat. You can see the word of this. The pria said ni, and then the jonggat said ya, but they have a similar meaning. The meaning is ini. And then you can see in the word of how the pria said berembeh and the jonggat said berembeh. In jonggat, there is they add the h and k in the last of word, but in the pria not add word, just berembeh, and then the jonggat berembeh, like that. Okay, the last material is the example of dialect in Sasak language. Social dialect. The example of social dialect is when you speak with adult like parents, teacher, your grandmother, your grandfather, and each other, and so on. You should use polite word like "Wah de bekelor." The meaning is "Have you eaten?" And then if you speak with your friends, you can use with polite or impolite word. Like you can say "Wah mangan." The meaning is have you eaten? Like that. They have a similar meaning, but when we speak with adult or with our parents, we use polite language or polite word, and then when we speak with our friends, maybe you can use polite or impolite language. Okay, maybe that's all, and thank you very much for watching my video, and then assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.